Good morning. It's Margaret at the University of Sewing and is Facebook Live. And I have Rachel and Ian with me.
Good morning.
So, how's everybody doing this morning?
Pretty good.
It's been a
I was gonna say
really
it was a little hard to get out of bed this morning.
Yeah, it was a lot hard to get out of bed this morning. If it wasn't for the fact that I was going to see your bright and shiny faces, I might not have been able to do it. I will tell you, we had over 80 people here for just the shop hop. That doesn't include the other, I think, about 30 or 40 people who came in either as support or as just customers.
Right? Wow. Oh yeah, we were absolutely
we were busy
just
yesterday.
running all day long. And it was wonderful.
It was really cool.
It's wonderful. It's great. It's actually a great way to pass the day because the day goes by really fast. But at the end of the day, you're like, oh, look at all the work I have not finished. So I haven't finished anything.
Did you get the YouTube done?
Nope.
Well, we're going to have to let her get that done this morning.
I'm going to have to try to figure that out today. But that's okay.
Yes.
So if you're still thinking about stopping by for the All Indiana Shop Hop, don't forget
you have the whole month of June.
You have the whole month of June. But today we are open from 10 till 5. A lot of the shops on the Hop are only open on Saturdays until 2. Oh. So, yeah, I found that out last week.
So we end up getting pretty busy between 3 and 5 because of that.
Yeah.
The other thing is we're open tomorrow.
We are open tomorrow. We're going to be here from
11
to 4.
She did it. She did it. I'm so proud of her.
I'm going to be here.
It just feels like we're here. We're here.
I have no idea what day it is. I don't know what's going on. But I know fabric and I know quilt patterns and I know this shop. So you come and we'll talk about fun sewing things. Just don't ask me what day it is.
To do math.
Right.
Yesterday I couldn't do math. I mean, it's just been...
That's hard any day.
Well, no, it usually isn't. But for some reason, none of the numbers I made yesterday made a bit of sense. So, and our dear customers are like, Margaret, I think your numbers are off a little.
Oh, yeah, you got called out.
I totally got called out. So it's okay. So... excuse me. Ian can take care of that.
So we have our first shop hop purchase.
Yes, and they have no idea what time is. So anyway, this is what we've been dealing with.
It's already beginning, you guys.
Okay, so giveaway.
Let's not even start there yet. We have Kimberly, Sandra.
Hi, Kimberly.
Julie,
Sandra,
Kathy, all have already shared. So I think they know the drill.
You guys do know the drill. We love all of you ladies. Hi, girls. So today we have a super cute giveaway. We're going to be doing a little talking about all of our Lori Holt. So today I picked the Riley Blake Lori Holt inspired camping mug. Look at how great it is. It's a metal mug. So sadly you can't put it in the microwave. But how adorable is this? How can you win this adorable little coffee mug for yourself? How great would this be? Sitting around a campfire, sipping your hot cocoa or your tea or your coffee or your hot toddy.
Or you could put something cold and it would keep it nice and cold.
It would keep it nice and cold, absolutely.
It's a super cute mug. I love them.
It's so cute. So all that you have to do to get into the drawing to win this mug is if you are watching us between now and tomorrow morning at 9:30 on Facebook, hit that share button, put in the comments that you shared so that we know who actually shared it, and then you'll be entered into our drawing to win this super cute little Riley Blake Lori Holt camping mug.
Okay. All right. So we're going to be talking about Lori Holt and we're going to be talking about classes. So, were they looking around?
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah,
Okay. So, right now,
what do we want to start with?
I think we should start with classes, if that's okay with everybody.
Absolutely.
So, one of the things that we have literally coming up on Tuesday is borders and corners for our quilt.
Quilt in the Hoop.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, yeah. So this is a class that's taught by, is it Cheryl and Alice or just Cheryl?
It is Cheryl and Alice.
It's Cheryl and Alice. You get two very experienced. Cheryl's an incredibly experienced quilter. Alice, of course, is our master embroiderer.
Yeah, I think you said it.
Is that right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Again, you guys, no brain left. And they are going to teach you how to do perfect, beautiful quilting in your embroidery hoop. So you got to bring your embroidery machine with you, and they are going to show you how to do things like these beautiful borders that Cheryl has done over here. Look at that.
And she
That is
matches
all
everything
done.
up so
you can
perfectly.
barely see right there. She left a little note right there to let you know where she actually connected her her hooping with her embroidery unit to make it just this perfect
Seamless design.
seamless edge to edge border design for her quilting.
And she's so funny
is
because
so
she's
wonderful.
been working on this a lot. And every time I see her, don't pick at it.
I think we're back.
Okay.
Is it good? All
Sorry
right.
about that.
All right. We had some technical difficulties.
So what I was saying is that every time I see Cheryl, she seems to figure out one more wonderful thing that she didn't know the time before that, and she has been having so much fun. And all the students who've been going to these classes, because this is the second round of them, have just learned an awful lot. And I know I've been doing a lot of quilting in the hoop. I just taught the 990 class on how we do that. And so this is a lot of fun. It's really ingenious how you can do this without having to really like explode your brain to do it. I feel like is a good way to describe it.
She makes it so simple. If you've never taken a class from Cheryl or Alice before, they absolutely take you through step by step by step, so it doesn't have to be intimidating at all. What else is coming up?
So we've got beginning quilting coming up, and that is something I really want to make some effort to go ahead and let you guys know about. Is the beginning quilting class is coming up, and there's still some slots left in that. So we'd love to fill that class up, and it would be great for us to go ahead and show you the quilt that you will work on has this wonderful 9-patch. Excuse me, that's the 9-patch, and this one, I forget what this is called, but it has
monkey wrench.
Thank you. You took this, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
So wonderful. So what Cheryl does in this class, and this is like Cheryl Day today. So what Cheryl does in this class is she goes over basic piecing. You learn how to do a 9-patch. You learn how to do half square triangles. You learn how to put this all together. You get to do some basic quilting on it, and she shows you how to do the binding.
Yep,
It's
absolutely.
all together in this
Absolutely start to
class.
finish.
So it's
in the
wonderful.
first class, she even helps you pick out the fabric. So
Yeah.
you are literally going from start to finish.
Okay, nope,
Tell us about it.
You are going this one. So, all right. So one of the things that, like I said, there's some openings. It's on a Tuesday night. It starts on June the 3rd. It starts on June the 3rd. So that is going
Which is
to
in
be
3 days, which is wild. When did it get to the end of May?
4.
4?
Today's the 31st.
Yeah.
So first is Sunday.
Oh, I wasn't counting today.
You weren't counting it. No. So I was counting today. So that's all.
You have very few days.
Yes, you have very few days to get started for this. One of the things I make sure that we talk about, and yes, this is a little bit further into June, but again, there's very limited spaces in this. We want to make sure that you know about the fact that you can get your youth, someone in the 9 to 14 age range, and you can start them off with sewing. By the way, if they're older than that, they can come to our sewing machine demystified class. As long as they're, 15, 16 years old, they can come to that and they can take those classes instead. So that will get them started in beginning sewing, learning how to use a sewing machine. So don't feel like your older kids can't get involved in this. So make sure that you go ahead and sign up your younger ones. We've got 2 teachers in each one of those classes. We've got 1 week this on a Tuesday through a Thursday, June the 17th through the 19th. They are the really beginners. They learn how to do a pillowcase in a set of PJ short type of things. Then we've got in July another 3-day group, and that is doing a drawstring bag with a zippered pocket. We have the zippered bag with the pocket. This is more for the person who is has a little bit of knowledge and a little bit of information already. They know how to thread their sewing machine. You know, they're not scared of it still. So this is a little more advanced.
And these are two separate camps, right?
They're two separate ones. So you have to sign up for each of those individually. So if that's what you want to do, if you want to have your kids in there, that's a great one to do. So really good idea for that one. Okay. So now we've got a few samples up here. So let's cover those first as far as classes go. We have got a garment fitting workshop coming up, and the date on that, I believe, is June the 13th. I think it's the 13th. No, 12th, you're right. Okay, June the 12th. And on the 12th, what we do is you make a mock-up. That's what this is. What this is just a muslin version of the garment. Then I come along, you make the muslin, you bring your pattern with you, and then I come along, I fit it, I go ahead and put pins in it, and then I'll change your pattern for you. You do not have to learn all of the skills that have taken me, frankly, over 30 years to really have. So what you're going to do, but you'll get to see on that garment what I do, and I'll show you how I change the pattern. And if you don't want to learn it, it's fine. I'll just change the pattern for you, and I'll hand it back to you. And then guess what? You get to go home and make clothes that fit. So most of the time, clothing really does have very similar processes to quilting. You know, you have to have an accurate seam allowance. You have to be able to go ahead and put things together, much like you do a quilt block. But now, because it goes around our body, it has to fit us. So what is really nice to do is go ahead and be able to get this fitted, and I do the pattern fitting for you, and you do not have to worry about it. So that is coming up, and we have one of them in June, and we have another one in July. We will not be doing one in August, but we will have one in September. Okay, guys, why don't we go ahead and let's talk about the
July 16th is the other one. Okay.
July the 16th.
And Margaret, do
What?
they just bring one mock-up?
No, they can bring up to 3.
Up to 3 mock-ups. So think
Yes.
about all of the clothes that you can make once you have something that fits you properly, that absolutely fits
right.
your body.
And we're having some fun. We have people coming from out of state to visit.
Oh, it has
Oh,
been
my
so
goodness,
much
it's
fun.
been
We had some dear ladies come in from Maryland. And then I want to point out this jacket. This Ikena jacket, we do this occasionally as a class. But yesterday, Dave decided to ambush some really sweet ladies. He had them trying it on, and before they left, they ended up buying the pattern and getting some fabric.
Nice.
He was so funny. So we will have to do this one again. The last time we did it has been a little while ago.
Oh, yeah.
But let's see if we can't get Alice to put that back on the
Let's
calendar.
put another one
So,
on there. I've
yeah,
made 2 of
yeah.
these jackets now. It was the very first thing that I made when I got my new serger.
Oh,
So.
and you have got coming up a long arm class, don't you?
Yes, I do. That's not until August. It's on August 2nd. I'm going to be doing free motion quilting on the queue, on your long arm. You can do either the sit down or the frame. I basically go through a couple of, I think 6 different techniques, 6 or 8, I can't remember now. Different techniques that are of fills, basically, that you do. They can be considered edge to edge patterns. We work on how to do like a border pattern, and I basically just give you my tips and tricks for how to create beautiful quilting patterns on your long arm, free motion.
Yes, this is gonna
so
be great.
if you're interested in that, that's actually going to be on a Saturday. I had a couple of people request a Saturday class, so it's on there on Saturday, August 2nd, and it's so much fun. It really is fun, and yeah, you want to play with a long arm, then let's do that.
Really fun, really fun.
And we could probably have a lot of the people with the hoop frames.
Give me
that
the-
just
Oh
came in.
yes, we can do hoop frames like that.
Okay, let me see if there's anything else we
Did
really...
we talk about the tote bag?
No.
Because
no.
I was helping a customer. Did we talk about the tote bag?
No, we
I'm
have
gonna plug
not.
my own class here. Come
Go,
here.
plug your class.
Coming up
and
this
Whitney.
Thursday.
Whitney. We have
Yes,
to
and
talk about
Whitney.
Whitney.
Oh, do they
Yes.
have
So coming up
The
this Thursday.
Posters up front.
Coming up this Thursday is the first, it's a 2-part class, and you learn how to make a quilted tote bag. So so you have 2 different versions of this. If you are a beginner and you don't want to deal with this a little bit more complicated piecing on the bottom with these triangles, then there is just a solid top version of it. Or if you want to, you can come and learn how to do these
so pretty, Rachel.
tessellated. That's called tessellations. You learn how to do tessellated triangles on the
so
bottom. We basically do all the piecing in that first class. I send you home and have you quilt everything. I, of course, did mine on my long arm. But I'll give you some hints for how to do it with like a walking foot, how to keep it super simple if you want to, just to hold stuff together. And then in the second class, you'll come back 2 weeks later and we'll put it all together. And look at that. You learn how to do this really fun lining, and you bind all of your edges together so that it just is all finished on the inside. We make a couple little pockets, and it's just a fantastic little tote bag.
I love that tote bag. It's so cute. It is so cute.
And so functional. This is usually my project bag.
There you go. There you go. All right. So we have Whitney Luckenbill coming back. She is Tomcat Stitchery. If you have never watched Whitney, this is so much fun. She is so about her garments, and she uses a lot of our fabric. I'm going to just tell you, that's our fabric. That's our fabric. That's our fabric. So we have a lot of our fabrics that she uses for her various projects, and all these things you see her in, she has made. Super cute. Wow. And so she always has really good ideas for how to pair the garment fabric to the right pattern. So if that's something you're struggling with, this is a great visit to come to. It's free. She's going to be here for the afternoon. You are going to get a special discount on any of your clothing fabric that you want to use. Don't forget, go on Whitney's website or on her YouTube channel and go see all of her watchers get a special discount at the University of Sewing. So if you're buying stuff online, she has a discount code for us. So go check her out and then go ahead and use that coupon code so that you can get your clothing fabric for a little bit less.
And she's incredibly sweet.
And she's incredibly
She
sweet.
really is very sweet. So you'll have a great time.
She's so wonderful.
She's funny.
And she's fun and she's funny. I told the story before about how she had done one of these shopping with Whitney days, and we were so busy, and I had a question for her, and it was the end of the day, and she was seriously like collapsed in a chair, and I was like, oh, Whitney, I didn't get a chance to ask you about my dress. And she was like, oh yeah, and she got up and totally spent like 20 minutes with me, and we were sketching things out, and she was talking about it and gave me tons of tips. It was so kind of her to do that. Whitney, you didn't have to do that. Thank you so much.
So she's a great person, so this will be a lot of fun. Okay, guys, we also have a Sit and Sew Jelly Roll Rug class coming up. This is a really fun class that Cheryl is doing.
So that's going to be for the people who already took the Jelly Roll Rug class. That's going to be there. So that's going to be your basically you can assemble your project together with Cheryl, so she can be there to give you all of the tips and all of the hints on that.
Oh, and I almost forgot. We've got an invisible zipper class coming up.
Oh, yes.
So that is on June the 11th, and that is 3:30 in the afternoon. You're going to bring your sewing machine, preferably an invisible zipper foot for it, and then we will go ahead and help you learn how to do a wonderful invisible zipper.
I was saying that the only time I've ever done an invisible zipper correctly, it was completely by accident. So I think I need to take this class.
Oh, I'll tell you what, it's a wonderful class.
I'm scared of them.
Well, but you wouldn't be if you take the class.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
I gotta learn. Because every time I see them, I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Okay.
I know.
All right. Then we've got our, let's see, quilting in the hoop. What's on your machine? You're going to create a sampler designs and do that. So that'll be great. Then we have Sew with Cheryl again. Cheryl's just really on top of things
Cheryl's got
today.
2 more also in the end of July and in August.
Oh,
holy cow.
you know what I forgot? We do an embroidery fun club every month. And when you see that, it doesn't matter what brand of sewing machine you have, you can do that class. So that's really fun.
It's super cool. Everybody sits around and they learn how to do these different projects every single month, and they learn how to use different stabilizers, different kinds of thread, different kinds of settings on your machine, and they come out and like have some really cute things. Like they did t-shirts, they've done freestanding lace. I think they're doing metallic threads next. I think that's what they're doing next.
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Yep, metallic starburst. Okay.
I just wrote the calendar, so I should remember.
So we have that, and don't forget Sewing Machine Demystified is happening at the end of the month. So that'll be really fun and great at the end of June, I should say. So there is a bunch coming up. It's all available on our website at universityofsewing.com. Let's go ahead and just give a quick breeze through, Dave, of what we've got on the table here for people.
Oh, my
There
goodness.
is some of our Lori Holt stuff right now. The
Just
one
some.
thing I really do want to talk about, though, for a minute is we have all the fabrics collected for you to do the sewing sew along. It's called Sweetland Sew Along that Lori Holt started on May the 19th. If you have not gathered your fabrics together, we have the fabrics. We also have the applique pattern pieces. They're plastic. Rachel's getting
I'm
them.
grabbing them. Yeah, so these are for your turned edge applique. I'm fairly certain it's turned edge. Like the needle turn.
No, it isn't.
Oh.
The way that Lori Holt does hers is she actually basically makes them into like almost like a little pillow and turns them inside out.
Oh.
So she puts a backing on them. She sews the design on it. So you use these plastic pieces to draw them on the fabric. You put two right sides together. You follow the design. The back of it you will slit, and then you turn everything right side out and then stitch them in place.
Oh.
It's a really interesting process and something I think that you'll have fun with. There is also all these gorgeous blocks to be put together. So there's a
And look
lot of
at
the colors are
fabrics.
fabulous.
Look, can you get a? I know it's in a big, crinkly plastic
Pretty much
bag.
all of them are on that.
Yeah, pretty much all of her Americana line. I think there's something
That's
like
true,
only.
Dave. Right
I
here
think
we
only
can-
like 3 weren't included in this.
All these Americana fabrics are basically in this. I don't know that there's any missing. It's a gorgeous kind of scrappy looking quilt. And I think that if you have thought about doing something like this, but you're intimidated because you just think it might be too much work, well, when you break it down into a month to month, and you get an opportunity to just like slow it down and just do each part of it. Very cool, very neat. And so what we've got in here is basically all the fabrics, and that's
All
it.
fabrics.
That's it. We don't have this. We don't have the you will need to
You
purchase.
will need to purchase
You'll
that
need
separately.
to purchase this separately, but it's all ready to go. So
And it's going to be so cute. And Lori Holt's instructions are really, really wonderful. She does a great job.
I think this is the last of these we have.
Is that
I
that's
do
so
believe
cute.
it's so cute. It's a flag and a wall hanging. These all come in this. It's a really cute little kit. This is supposed to be a bee if you're wondering what that is.
a little bee. That's
It
so
is a
precious.
little
Box is
bee.
a little bee. You're the first person who actually guessed that correctly.
So we've got the needle minders available still, few of those. I will just tell you, I ordered a whole bunch of new Lori Holt and Riley Blake things in the last couple of days. So we're getting a lot more in.
Oh, that's exciting.
But what we did just get back in is we were out of the summer picnic. A lot of people wanted that. Now we have it both as a kit and we have it as a pattern. So if you were looking at this and we had run out, we have them back in stock.
How adorable.
It is a
this
beautiful.
quilt?
I love the little stars.
I love the little scrappy binding.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's
that's
very
cute.
cute.
I didn't even notice
that.
Scrappy
You know what
binding.
you could
Oh,
do?
my
You
goodness.
could add the
And I was
rick
gonna
rack.
say
You
rick
could add the rick rack. All right, and then we have the star. This is a kit also. This one is called, that last one was called Summer Picnic. This one is called
Spacious Skies.
Spacious Skies Quilt. So we have that, and you know what? That is not. That's
Yeah,
a little
so
misleading. This is actually what it looks
And
like.
yeah, and the sample we were sent was like
It's-
half of this.
Yes,
and
it's
so people are like, "Oh,
literally
it's a small quilt." I'm like,
No.
"No, it actually isn't. It's a
No.
really big quilt."
It's a nice size quilt, beautiful box, beautiful presentation, and look at the inside of the box. This is
it's so
really
cute.
cute.
Yeah, the
Oh my
box
gosh,
is
I
Star-Spangled
love
Banner.
this. Yes, I love this. This is really cute. And so you get all the fabrics.
And it's so cute. It says, inspired by the love of the country, this beautiful Americana fabric was designed by Lori Holt.
It's beautiful.
Look at that.
Beautiful, guys. Great little project to do. Again, something you can break up. Doesn't have to be done all at one time.
And I also want to say, for people who are watching who are looking for gifts for quilters.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine like opening a package and seeing like a whole Lori Holt kit sitting
Oh
in
my
front
gosh.
of you? It'd be like, it's like
You love me. You love me.
Oh.
Okay, and then we have the Scrappy Americana flag. This is very large, just so
It's
you
a
know.
huge quilt.
It is big. So if you have a
That
big
kid is
wall, you want to put this on, it's great.
It's like 106 inches wide. I don't
It
remember.
is crazy big. I think I had them write it on here because it was so big. So it's 65 by 105 inches or 106 because it's 0.5. So
Yeah.
it's a very big. It's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be a great statement piece. And what a fun thing. So I wanted you guys to see that. Don't forget, we have plenty of layer cakes of Peace and Plenty still left. We have one fat quarter bundle of the Peace and Plenty. We have this other one. And we're coming to the end of some of these fabrics.
Yeah, we really are.
So a lot of different things here in the shop. We've got a great one. This is the
Dots.
B Dots, which is kind of her blender line. So those are all available. And then just to kind of finish it up with Lori Holt, don't forget, if you need a new cover for your ironing board,
I'm gonna guess you need a new cover for your ironing
we
board.
always
I
need
mean,
a new cover. So
we all
guys,
need new covers.
it's only $26.36.
Oh,
It's so reasonable.
It's so reasonable. It comes with this super cute little carrying bag that you can then just use as a bag, and the actual cover is this print. The actual, and
It's
so
so cute.
it is so adorable with the little tomato pin cushions. I love those.
And
we
look
do-
what weren't you the maker of this?
No, this is Cheryl. Cheryl did
didn't it?
this
She's
one.
just like the day. It's
I
her
know.
day.
So this is what she was inspiring us. We are on Facebook Live. So this is really simple. She took a Lori Holt Peace and Plenty charm pack. All she did was take those 5-inch squares, cut them in half, and then sew two together randomly, and created this little like rail.
And then look at her beautiful.
And then look at her
quilting.
gorgeous jumbo stitching that she did on her 790 Pro.
Very
With
pretty.
her jumbo stitching, and made it very much the same way. The technique that you're going to learn in my tote bag class is
Yes.
the same technique that Cheryl used. So
Gorgeous
it's all
finishing.
bound on the inside. You can see the binding just to tuck everything in, and she boxed the corners on it. And this is
beautiful work she did. That's
and
just
this
gorgeous.
is such an easy technique to do, to box the corners, and you just use batting, and
If
look
you
at that. I can
haven't
even
done
make it
this tote
stand up.
bag class, do this tote bag class. Wonderful.
This tote bag.
Do the tote bag class. It's really
Actually,
great.
I'm very happy because a couple of people who've taken the tote bag have made multiples of that tote
Oh,
bag.
it's
They've
so
gone
cute.
through and made more
It's
of
so
them,
cute.
and that is like the best compliment ever.
Yes, it is. Okay, everybody, it is time for us to get the doors open, and we have got, I'm sure, people wanting to come in for the shop hop. We are very appreciative to have you today. And next week, we will be back for Facebook Live on Friday at 9:30. So if you can, please join us then. Remember, we always record these and they end up on YouTube afterwards. So if you don't make it for the original broadcast, we have those available there. Facebook's getting ready to stop keeping a lot of the videos online. They're getting ready to get rid of those. So you're going to have to come over to YouTube and watch us there too.
That's
But
okay.
when they watch Facebook Live, they get the giveaway.
They get the giveaway, so don't forget, watch our Facebook Live, hit that share button, put in the comments that you shared so you can get the super cute Riley Blake mug that's inspired by Lori Holt's Americana. And also, don't forget, we are open for special hours tomorrow on Sunday from 11 to 4.
Good job.
Okay, everybody, it was great to see you. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next Friday.